Coordinate geometry for pre-calculus. This question is still from homework 21. To identify the x-intercept, y-intercept, and gradient of a straight line. Question 2a. So we have negative x plus 2y plus 6 equal 0. Okay, to find x-intercept. For x-intercept, y equal 0. Okay, when y equal to 0, x is equal to 6. So the point is 6, 0. And then for y-intercept, x is 0. So y will equal to negative 3. So the point for y-intercept is 0, negative 3. And then to identify the gradient, we must rearrange the equation in the form of y equal mx plus c. Because m here is the gradient, and also we can identify y-intercept from c. Okay, m is the gradient and or slope, keturunan. And c here is the y-intercept. Okay, let's rearrange the given equation. 2y equal x minus 6, y equal x over 2 minus 3. So m equal 1 over 2. Yeah, from here, we can identify that m equal 1 over 2. Okay, for question B. Find x-intercept, y-intercept, and gradient. Okay, first I would like to rearrange y equal negative 4x minus 8. Okay, regardless, tadi kita tak rearrange, kita terus cari x-intercept, y-intercept. And this time I would like to rearrange first. So y equal negative 4x minus 8. And from here, we can straight away identify the gradient. So m equal negative 4. And then for x-intercept, y equal 0. 0 equal negative 4x minus 8. So 4x equal negative 8, x equal negative 2. The coordinate is negative 2, 0 for x-intercept. And then for y-intercept, okay, kita dah boleh identify kat sini. So for y-intercept is 0, negative 8. Okay, kalau buat macam A tadi, saya tak rearrange. So kita substitute y kosong, x equal 6, this is x-intercept. And then x kosong, y equal negative 3, this is the y-intercept. And then baru rearrange to identify the gradient. But for B, I rearrange first so we can identify the gradient. And then substitute y0 to identify the x-intercept. And then for y-intercept, we take this negative 8, okay, from y equal mx plus c. Okay, and then one more question. For C, y equal 2x plus 4. So here we have the m. So gradient equal to, for x-intercept, y0, 2x plus 4. So negative 2x equal 4, x equal negative 2. So the coordinate is negative 2, 0 for x-intercept. And then for y-intercept is 0, 4. These two given 2 point. Let's say we have point x1, x2. The equation of a straight line which passes through the point x1, y1 and x2, y2 can be found by the following step. Okay, step 1, we find the gradient. Okay, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and then select one point. You can select either x1, y1 or x2, y2 and to form the equation of the straight line. Okay, here we can use formula y minus y1 equal m x minus x1 because we will substitute the gradient and then we will substitute coordinate of one point here at x1 and y1. How to determine the gradient from the equation of a straight line? Rearrange in the form of y equal mx plus c. Okay, let's try question from homework 22. Find equation of a straight line which has a gradient. So let's take out the information given in the question. First, we have gradient m equal negative 1 over 3. And it passes through the point 7, 0. So y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. Y minus 0 equal m negative 1 over 3 x minus 7. Y equal negative 1 over 3 x plus 7 over 3. And that is the equation. B, find the equation of a straight line which passes through the point. Okay, now we don't have gradient, we only have 2 points. So first we must find the gradient. Find gradient y minus y, 3 minus negative 2 over 3 minus 4 equal 5 over negative 1, so equal negative 5. Okay, now that we have the gradient, y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. Okay, you can choose one of the 2 points. I choose 3, 3. So y minus 3 equal negative 5 x minus 3 because I just think it's easier. Y equal negative 5x plus 15 plus 3. So y equal negative 5x plus 18. Okay, and that is the equation for question 1b. Question C. Find equation of a straight line which has gradient. Okay, let's take out the information. This time we have gradient m equal to and passes through the midpoint of P and Q. Okay, let's find the midpoint of PQ. Okay, midpoint is like you try to find the mean. Okay, tengah-tengah. So 1 plus 5 divided by 2 and then 5 plus negative 1 divided by 2. Okay, to find the midpoint. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 5 minus 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the midpoint is 3, 2. Y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. Okay, use the midpoint. Y minus 2 equal m is 2, x minus 3, y equal 2x minus 6 plus 2, y equal 2x minus 4. Okay, and then for question D, given the point A, B, and C, find the equation of a straight line which passes through the point A and has the same gradient as BC. Okay, so let's find gradient for BC. Y minus y. Negative 2 minus 0 over 5 minus 1. Negative 2 over 4, so negative 1 over 2. So that is our gradient. Mm, and then the gradient, and then the equation past point A. Y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. Let's use point A this time. y minus 7 equal, the gradient is negative 1 over 2, x minus 2. So y equal negative x over 2 plus 1 plus 7, y equal negative x over 2 plus 8. Question E. A straight line passes through the point where the line intersects the axis at points M and N. Find the coordinates of the point M, N. Okay. First, let's try to find the equation of a straight line. Gradient, y minus y. So 2 minus negative 4 over x minus x. 6 minus negative 3. 6 over 9. Simplify. 2 over 3. Okay. Y minus y1 equal m. X minus x1. Choose one of the point to substitute, whether you use negative 3, negative 4, or you use 6, 2. I want to use 6, 2. Y minus 2 equal 2 over 3. X minus 6. Y equal 2 over 3. X minus 4 plus 2, y equal 2 over 3x minus 2. Okay, this is the equation of a straight line. But then it said here that the line intersect the axis at point M and N. So when x equal 0, 0, y equal 0 minus 2, y equal negative 2. So one of the point is 0, negative 2. And then when y equals 0, 0 equal 2 over 3x minus 2. 2 over 3x equal 2, x equal 3. So the other point is 3, 0. Maybe because it doesn't specify which is m, which is n, then let's just name this is as m and this point as n. Okay, point of intersection of two lines. The intersection point of two straight lines can be determined by solving the equation of the straight line simultaneously. So we should use simultaneous equation. There are two methods for simultaneous equation. One is substitution method, and the other one is elimination method. Okay, you can choose one of the method that you are more comfortable with to do the simultaneous equation. Let's try question A. Find the point of intersection of the straight line x plus 3y equal 4. So x plus 3y equal 4 and x minus 2y plus 11 equals 0. Okay, I will straight away rearrange this equation. So x minus 2y, I'm bring 11 to another side, negative 11. Okay, why I rearrange? Because to find the point of intersection, we should do simultaneous equation, and I choose to do the elimination method. So here I would like to eliminate x. X minus x is 0. 3y minus negative 2y is 5y. 4 minus negative 11 is 15. So here I get y equal 3. And then to find x, substitute y into one of these equations. Let's say x plus 3 multiplied by 3 equal 4. So x equal 4 minus 9. X is negative 5. So the point of intersection, or the intersection point between the two lines, is negative 5, 3. Okay. To find the point of intersection, use simultaneous equation, and here I use elimination method. From there, we get y equal 3, x equal negative 5. Therefore, the intersection point is negative 5, 3. Okay, let's do the same for B. This time we have 2y minus 3x equal negative 4 and 3y plus 2x equals 7. Okay, since y have different coefficient, we must edit the equation first. So I will multiply equation 1 by 3, multiply equation 2 by 2. Okay, so here we have a new equation. 2y multiply 3 is 6y. Negative 3 multiply 3 is 9. Negative 4 multiply 3 is negative 12. And then 3y multiply 2, 6y. 2x multiply 2 is 4x. 7 multiply 2 is 14. Okay, and then elimination method, 6y minus 6y. Negative 9 minus 4, negative 13x. Negative 12 minus 14 is negative 26. So from here we get x equal 2. And then to find y, substitute x into one of these equations. Let's say we substitute into the first equation. Negative 4 plus 6. So y is equal to 1. The intersection point is 2, 1. This is actually the same question. Okay, question C. Given the straight line which has a gradient of 1 over 2. Okay, gradient 1 over 2. Passes through the point 3, negative 2. Intersect with another straight line x plus y equal 4 at point P. Find the coordinates of the point P. Okay. Let's find the straight line equation. The first one, which has gradient of 1, 2 and passes through the point 3, negative 2. So y minus y1 equal m, x minus x1. Okay, passes point 3, negative 2. Y minus negative 2. The gradient is 1 over 2. And the straight line is y equal 1 over 2x minus 7 over 2. Okay, that is the equation of the first straight line. And then this straight line intersect with x plus y equal 4 at point P. So we want to find the intersection point. Okay, y equal 1 over 2x minus 7 over 2. And I rearrange the second equation. Y equal negative x plus 4. Okay, we just bring x to the right. And then use elimination method. If you want to use substitution method, it's totally up to you. I just find elimination method easier for me to do simultaneous equation. Y minus y is 0. 1 over 2 minus negative 1. 3 over 2x. Negative 7 over 2 minus 4 is negative 15 over 2. 3 over 2x equal 15 over 2. X equal 5. Okay, and then x equal 5 to find y, substitute into one of these equation. Okay, I choose equation 2 because it's easier. Y equal negative 5 plus 4. So y is negative 1. Therefore, the intersection point is 5, negative 1. parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines, selari. If two straight lines having gradient M1 and M2 respectively are parallel. Okay, when they are parallel, they have the same gradient or the same slope where M1 equal M2. However, if the lines are perpendicular serenjang, kalau parallel tadi selari, okay, perpendicular serenjang. If two straight lines having gradient M1 and M2 respectively are perpendicular, then M1 multiply M2 equal -1. Find the value of K if the straight line is perpendicular to the straight line. Okay. Let's take the second equation, y equal 3x plus 5. So the gradient is 3. Okay, how do we know that? From y equal mx plus c. So gradient is 3, and because it is perpendicular, m1, m2 equal -1. m1 is 3, therefore m2 is -1 over 3. Okay, and then take the other equation. So y plus kx equal 4, rearrange. Y equal negative k over 2x plus 2. So this is the gradient of the second equation. Compare the two. Negative k over 2 equal -1 over 3. K equal 2 over 3. Question B. Find the equation of a straight line which passes through the point 3, 5 and is parallel to this line. Okay. Rearrange the equation to x minus y equal 4. We want it in the form of y equal mx plus c. So y equal 2x minus 4. And the gradient is 2. Again, how do we know? Compare with y equal mx plus c. So m is 2. And because it's parallel, m1 equal to m2, which equal to 2. Y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. Okay, use the given point 3, 5. So y minus 5 to x minus 3. Y equal 2x minus 6 plus 5. Y equal to x minus 1. So that is the equation. C. Find the equation of a straight line which passes through the point 6, -2, and is perpendicular to the line. Alright, perpendicular. Let's rearrange this equation. 3y equal -6x plus 8. Okay, this equation here. So y equal -6 divided by 3 is -2x plus 8 over 3. And here we can identify the gradient. Okay, gradient is -2. And because it is perpendicular, m1 multiplied by m2 equal -1. We have the first m, -2, multiplied by m2 equal -1. Therefore, m2 equal 1 over 2. Okay, y minus y1 equal m, x minus x1. Okay, we know the given point is 6, -2. Y minus -2. The m is 1 over 2. Okay, perpendicular. We have calculated the gradient earlier. And x minus 6. So y equal 1 over 2x minus 3 minus 2. Y equal 1 over 2x minus 5. Okay, then we have one more question. Given a straight line cuts the y-axis at point P. Okay, y-axis means that x equals 0. Find the equation of a straight line that passes through the point P and is perpendicular to the line. Okay. X over 6 plus y over 6 equal 1. Okay, we want to find coordinate P. And because it is said that cuts the y-axis at point P, cuts y-axis at point P, x equal 0. So if x equals 0, y equals 6. Point P is 0, 6. Now we know point 6. We find the second gradient from this equation. Okay, x over 6 plus y over 6 equal 1. Y equal negative x over 6 plus 1 multiplied by 6. So y equal negative x plus 6. The gradient is negative 1. M1 multiplied by M2 equal negative 1. M1 is negative 1. So M2 equal 1. And finally, now we have the point 0, 6 and we have the gradient. Y minus y1 equal m. X minus x1. Y minus 6 equal 1. X minus 0. Y equal x plus 6.